Hey guys, it's Cody at Body Outfitters. We're here to talk about the Velocity program. It's a program that we use that's all body weight based, that's great for taking with you for vacations or when you can't get to a gym, especially over the summer season. If you haven't talked to your trainer about what variations, number of reps, duration, or number of sets are right for you, then you should do that and talk with your trainer first before you jump into this video series. Having said that, let's talk about the exercises a little bit. So this first exercise is going to be jump squat. For all these exercises, you're going to a nice neutral core position. So setting up for my squat, I put my feet shoulder width apart, get a nice neutral core position. My hips are going to lean back first, get my hips clear behind my knees, and then I'm going to sit down into my best neutral squat and drive up into a short jump. So we're looking for about 10 reps here, give or take, based on your trainer's recommendations. I'm looking for 10 reps on jump squat. Once you finish your 10th rep, we're going to go right into some walkout plank. So walkout plank starts on the floor, just like a normal plank would. So a high plank position with hands and toes bearing your weight. Heels are smashed together, glutes are squeezed under, abs are contracted tight, shoulder blades are sunken back, and head stays in a nice neutral position. From here, we're going to walk our hands as far forward as we can, and then as far back as we can, all the way up to the point where we get close to or actually touch our toes. So full range of motion there. Biggest range you can get with a good neutral core position. Each rep counts as one when you've touched your toe or your high point, depending on what that is for you. So 10 reps, give or take there, based on trainer recommendation as well. Next is going to be single leg RDL. So this is going to work on hamstrings, a little bit of flexibility and strength combined, as well as some balance. So one foot's going to drive up in the air with your heel going as high as possible. Chest staying nice and neutral based on your brace core position. Feel free to tap the ground at the bottom with this off foot if you need to. This heel drives your height, so don't lead with your chest, lead with your back foot's heel. I'm also picking a spot to concentrate on here to keep me balanced. After 10 reps there, I'll switch over to my second leg and knock out the same thing on the opposite side. From there, we're going to move down to push-up again. So back to the floor for push-up. Most general variation will be from toes. Heels together, glutes squeezed, abs tight, shoulder blades retracted, head in a neutral position. We want to make sure we can claim full range of motion here, all the way down to the ground and back up. So we're looking for 10 full range of motion reps. If this is too big a range of motion or too challenging a variation for you, then I would suggest modifying to kneeling push-up. Make sure your heels are still together, not crossed, so that you can develop some good tension by pressing your heels into one another, keeping your glutes and abs where they belong, in a full range of motion again. Looking for 10 reps there. After push-up, we're going to go back up and get some jumping jack in here. So a nice simple jumping jack for 10 reps. You can use these to recover a little bit and do them slow, or you can bust through them very fast and make it a little bit more cardio intensive. From there, we're going to go right into a step back lunge. So I'm going to take one foot, stepping behind me, rotating over my lead knee, and standing all the way again. So each time I step back, I rotate over the opposite knee, whichever knee happens to be in front, or the knee that I can see. Looking for 20 reps total here, 10 on each side. From there, we're going into pike push-up. Pike push-up may have some variation for you. The full pike push-up looks like this. Hands and feet plant onto the ground. Keeping a nice wide base with your feet. Your hips are going to push up into the air, and your feet are going to walk in about 6 inches closer to your hands than normal. From here, you're going to push your chest down towards your kneecaps and the ears between your biceps, taking your head and forehead directly down toward the ground, keeping a good straight line between hips and hands as close as you can. If this is too big of a range of motion for you, or your strength level doesn't allow you to do it, then you're going to find a wall to go into wall slide. Start by pressing your hips, low back, shoulders, head, elbows, and wrists into the wall, and then drive straight up and overhead, keeping all those points in contact. If you can't get contact with your wrists and elbows at the same time, then just work on external rotations on the wall with all the same points: hips, low back, head, shoulders, and elbows touching, and then get your wrists as close to the wall as possible. We'll get 10 reps there as well. From here, we're going to finish with squat thrust. This will complete the first circuit. So hands are going to go down to the ground for squat thrust. Legs are going to kick back. I'm going to find the floor underneath me. And I'm going to drive up with a good push up and hop, standing all the way through. So it's just a burpee minus the jump, right? So hands down, feet back, feet up, and pause. We're going to get 10 reps there. Again, make sure you check with your normal trainer to see what variations, what duration, what number of reps are appropriate for your fitness level and your goals. Have a great vacation.